The security gate crashes open behind me as I sprint barefoot down the dark Seoul street, my wedding ring catching streetlight like a noose made of diamonds. 3 months ago, this would have been impossible. Marcus had cameras everywhere, guards at every door, tracking apps on my phone. But tonight I deleted everything, slipped past the shift change, and ran. The October cold bites through my thin silk dress, the one he chose this morning, like he chooses everything, but I don't stop. I make it 6 blocks before I realize someone's following me. 3 years earlier, the hotel conference room in Atlanta smells like ambition and expensive coffee. I'm presenting my community health proposal to the board. 3 years of research on improving maternal mortality rates in underserved neighborhoods. I'm 26, the youngest director the nonprofit has ever had, and I'm about to secure the biggest grant we've ever received. Then Marcus Hayes walks in. Every head turns. He's that kind of handsome, the kind that comes with generational wealth, Ivy League polish, and a smile that's been perfected in boardrooms since childhood. His family owns half of Atlanta's real estate. He sits in the back row, watches my entire presentation, and approaches me afterward. Dr. Jordan. His voice is smooth, practiced. Impressive work. Have dinner with me. It's just Simone. And I'm busy. Tomorrow then. He's not used to hearing no. I should have kept saying it. But Marcus is persistent, charming, overwhelming. He sends flowers to my office. Donates $100,000 to my program. Shows up at my favorite coffee shop like it's coincidence. Within 3 months, we're dating. Within 6, he's proposed. Huge diamond, rooftop restaurant, photographer hidden in the wings. My mother cries with joy. My father shakes Marcus's hand like he's won the lottery. My best friend Keisha pulls me aside at the engagement party. You sure about this? He's intense. He just knows what he wants. Yeah. She studies Marcus across the room, networking with my family, commanding every conversation. That's what worries me. The wedding is a spectacle. 400 guests, designer dress, coverage in Atlanta's society pages. I feel like a princess. I don't realize I'm entering a castle with locked doors. It starts small. Marcus suggests I resign from the nonprofit. His wife shouldn't have to work. I refuse. He counters, work from home then. He'll fund a private foundation. It sounds like compromise. Then he hires the staff himself, monitors the budget, questions every decision. When I push back, he's never angry. Just hurt. Disappointed. I'm trying to help, Simone. Why do you fight me? The tracking apps are for my safety. Atlanta's dangerous. The joint bank account is practical. We're married. The friends he doesn't like are negative influences. A year in, I barely recognize my life. My phone's monitored. My schedule's controlled. Marcus decides what I wear, eat, who I see. His mother visits twice a week, criticizing everything. His father makes comments about when I'll give them grandchildren, like my body's a vending machine. The worst part? Everyone thinks I'm blessed. Poor black girl from the West Side marries into Atlanta royalty. What could I possibly complain about? I complain exactly once. Marcus's hand doesn't hit me. He's too smart for that. But it slams into the wall beside my head, denting the custom drywall, making me flinch. I give you everything, he says quietly. Everything. And you're ungrateful. I stop complaining. When Marcus gets transferred to Seoul for his firm's Asia expansion, I see it as a chance to escape. I'm an idiot. In Seoul, I'm completely isolated. No family. No friends. No job. His company won't sponsor my credentials. The American expat community is small, dominated by corporate wives who lunch and gossip. I'm the only black woman in most rooms, and Marcus likes it that way. Visible. Controlled. His. The mansion in Hanamdong is beautiful and suffocating. 10 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, staff quarters. Security. Everywhere. I'm a prisoner in a gilded cage. Until tonight, when Marcus left for Tokyo and I found my opening. Now the footsteps behind me are steady, unhurried. My bare feet are bleeding, leaving dark spots on the pavement. I'm in Itaewon now, near the nightlife district. Groups of drunk businessmen stumble past. No one helps. I duck into an alley, press myself against cold brick. A black Mercedes pulls up to the alley entrance, blocking my exit. The back door opens. Get in. The voice is male, Korean accented, absolutely commanding. I'm fine. Simone Jordan Hayes, 29, running from your husband's mansion in Hanamdong with no shoes, no phone, and nowhere to go. He leans forward into the streetlight. Sharp features, Dark eyes, expensive suit. Dangerous. You have approximately 15 minutes before his security team finds you. Get in, or I leave you to them. Every instinct screams danger. But I'm out of options. I get in the car. The interior smells like leather and something darker. Gunpowder, maybe, or just power. The man doesn't look at me, staring instead out the tinted window as the driver pulls smoothly into traffic. I catch glimpses of his profile. Severe cheekbones, a scar along his jaw, the kind of beauty that comes with violence. Who are you? My voice shakes. Kang Jae-sung. He says it like I should know the name. When I don't react, his lip curls slightly. I own the building your husband's company leases. Among other things. Other things. Import-export. Security. Information. He finally looks at me, and the intensity makes my breath catch. I've been watching Marcus Hayes for 6 months. He's laundering money through his Seoul office, using non-profit partnerships as cover. Messy. Amateur. My stomach drops. I don't know anything about that. I know. I've watched you too. He pulls out a tablet, swipes through images that make my skin crawl. Me at the mansion windows, me in the garden, me crying in the bedroom. You've been spying on me? Gathering intelligence. There's a difference. He closes the tablet. Your husband is about to become a problem for me. I need leverage. You're it. I'm not going back to him. I'm not suggesting you do. The car pulls into an underground garage, concrete and shadows. You're coming with me. The safe house is a penthouse in Gangnam, modern and minimal, so different from Marcus's ostentatious mansion. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook the glittering city. It's beautiful and terrifying. Jae-sung disappears into another room, returns with a first aid kit. Sit. I perch on the edge of a leather sofa, suddenly aware of how I must look. Torn dress, bleeding feet, mascara smudged. He kneels in front of me, this dangerous man in a $5,000 suit, and begins cleaning my wounds with surprising gentleness. Why are you helping me? I whisper. I'm not. I'm helping myself. But his hands are careful, professional. You'll stay here. My people will watch you. In return, you tell me everything about your husband's business dealings. I told you, I don't know. You know more than you think. Bank statements you've seen. Conversations you've overheard. People he's met with. He wraps gauze around my foot. You're a smart woman, Dr. Jordan. You didn't get a doctorate in public health by being unobservant. The title catches me off guard. I haven't heard it in 2 years. Marcus never uses it. You've done your research. I always do. He stands, disposing of bloody gauze. There's a bedroom down the hall. Clothes in the closet. I had them brought in. They should fit. How did you? I know your size, your favorite colors, that you prefer cotton to silk. He's already walking away. Lock your door if it makes you feel safer. Though I should mention, if I wanted to hurt you, locked doors wouldn't stop me. I'm alone in a strange penthouse with a criminal who's been watching me for months. I should be terrified. Instead, I feel safer than I have in 3 years. The bedroom is simple, elegant. The closet holds clothes in my actual style, soft fabrics, modest cuts, colors I love. Not the tight dresses and designer labels Marcus forces me into. On the nightstand, a new phone, already programmed with one number. I lie awake all night, listening to Jae-sung move through the penthouse, making calls in rapid Korean, working at his computer. Once, I hear him pause outside my door, then walk away. Morning comes with the smell of coffee. I find him in the kitchen, still in last night's suit, looking exhausted. He slides a mug across the counter. Cream, no sugar, exactly how I take it. How do you know these things about me? I ask. I've been studying you for 6 months. You're the key to bringing down your husband's operation. He pauses. And you deserve better than being monitored by him. So I learn what he should have known, what actually matters to you. Something in my chest cracks open. Marcus has controlled me for 3 years, but never bothered to learn my coffee preference. What happens now? I ask. Now you tell me what you know. Then we destroy Marcus Hayes. Over the next week, I talk. I remember more than I realized. Names dropped at dinner parties, files left open on Marcus's laptop, wire transfers I glimpsed. Jae-sung records everything, cross-references it with his own intelligence. The picture that emerges is damning. Marcus isn't just laundering money. He's facilitating it for other criminals, using my former nonprofit connections as cover. He's been using your name, Jae-sung says quietly one evening, telling people you still run the foundation. trading on your reputation. Rage burns through me. He took everything. My career, my freedom, my identity. And he's still using me. Not anymore. Jae-sung's voice is steel. By next week, he'll have nothing. But that night, everything changes. I wake to voices, angry, Korean, at the penthouse door. Then Jae-sung in my doorway, gun in hand. We're compromised. Get dressed. Now. What's happening? Your husband hired someone to find you. They found this address. He's already moving, grabbing a bag, his phone. We're leaving. Where? He looks at me with something almost like regret. Somewhere even I barely go. My family's compound. If I take you there, you become part of my world permanently. There's no going back from that. Footsteps thunder in the hallway outside. Decide, Jae-sung says. Now. I grab his hand. The compound is 40 minutes outside Seoul, hidden behind stone walls and security that makes Marcus's mansion look amateur. Jae-sung's family legacy isn't just business, it's dynasty. 3 generations of carefully maintained power, straddling the line between legitimate enterprise and underground control. His father built an empire. His uncle expanded it. Jae-sung runs it now with cold precision. Why are you really helping me? I ask as guards wave us through iron gates. His hands tighten on the steering wheel. 6 months ago, I watched Marcus scream at you in your own home. You didn't cry, didn't fight back. Just took it. Like you'd learned that was the only way to survive. He glances at me. I know what that looks like. My mother lived it before my father died and freed her. So this is about your mother? This is about the fact that men like Marcus Hayes think money and power mean they can own people. I've built my life on power, but I've never once confused it with ownership. The main house is traditional Korean architecture mixed with modern security. Jae-sung's mother waits in the entrance hall, tiny, elegant, steel-spined. She takes one look at me and starts speaking rapid Korean to her son. She says you look half-starved. Jae-sung translates. She's making you dinner. Over the next 3 days, I live in a strange limbo. Jae-sung works around the clock, coordinating with lawyers, federal investigators, building an airtight case against Marcus. His mother feeds me, teaches me Korean phrases, treats me like family. You're safe here, Jae-sung tells me on the 3rd night. But Marcus knows I have you. He's threatening to go to the media, claim I kidnapped you. Then I'll tell them the truth. Your truth against his wealth and reputation? He shakes his head. It won't be enough. Unless what? He hesitates. Then, unless we give them a different story. One they can't ignore. The press conference happens 2 days later at a luxury hotel in Seoul. Every major outlet is there. Marcus sits in the front row, his lawyer beside him, confident he's about to watch me dragged back under his control. Instead, I walk in flanked by Jae-sung and his attorneys. I tell everything. The control, the isolation, the financial abuse, Marcus's illegal operations, how I escaped and why. With every word, I watch Marcus's expression shift from confidence to fury to fear. Then Jae-sung speaks, laying out documented evidence of money laundering, fraud, conspiracy. Not just accusations, bank records, wire transfers, testimony from Marcus's own associates. Mr. Hayes used his wife's reputation and career to facilitate criminal activity, Jae-sung says coldly, then imprisoned her to maintain control. That ends today. The questions explode. Cameras flash. Marcus tries to speak, but his lawyer silences him. The final blow comes from me. I'm filing for divorce, I say clearly. And I'm pressing charges for financial fraud and false imprisonment. My husband thought he could own me. He was wrong. Marcus lunges toward me. Security blocks him. As they escort him out, he's screaming about his reputation, his career, his family. Never once does he say my name. The next morning, I watch the news from Jae-sung's compound. Marcus has been arrested. His firm has suspended him. The Atlanta nonprofit, my nonprofit, has released a statement condemning his actions and inviting me back to leadership. You can go home now, Jae-sung says quietly. My voice is steady. I'm not saying I want to jump into something new. I'm saying I want space to heal, to remember who I was before Marcus. And I want to do that here, where I feel safe, where someone bothered to learn that I matter. Jae-sung cups my face gently, his thumb brushing my cheekbone. You matter more than you know. But I won't be another man who takes your choices away. Then give me a choice. Let me stay. Help me rebuild. And when I'm ready, if I'm ready, maybe we figure out what this is. That could take months. Years. I'm not going anywhere. His smile is small, real, transforming. Neither am I. 6 months later, the community center in Seoul's Itaewon district smells like fresh paint and possibility. I'm running a program for immigrant women, health education, legal resources, support systems. It's funded by a grant from Jae-sung's family foundation, but I built it myself, chose the staff, shaped every detail. My doctorate finally means something again. Jae-sung leans against the doorframe, watching me teach a class on maternal health. When I finish, he's holding coffee, cream, no sugar. Good session, he says. You staying for the legal workshop? I tease. Your mother's teaching Korean family law. Wouldn't miss it. His mother has adopted me completely, treating me like the daughter she never had. But first, I have something for you. He hands me an envelope. Inside, divorce papers, finalized. Marcus signed everything, desperate to avoid trial. I'm legally free. How do you feel? Jae-sung asks. Light. I breathe deeply, like I can finally move forward. We've been taking it slow. Dinners, conversations, building trust. Jae-sung's been patient, never pushing, letting me set every boundary. But there's heat between us, carefully banked, waiting. I have something for you too. A say? A choice. His eyebrow arches. I'm ready, if you are, to see what this could be. Not gratitude, not rescue, real partnership. He sets down his coffee, steps closer, gives me space to back away. I don't. I've been ready since the night you took my hand, he says quietly. But I needed you to choose it freely. I'm choosing freely. I'm choosing you. When he kisses me, it's soft and sure, full of promise. Nothing like Marcus's controlling possession. This is equal, mutual, real. I love you, he whispers against my lips. Not for what you survive, but for who you are. Strong, brilliant, unbreakable. I love you too, for seeing me when I've forgotten how to see myself. We build a life together, unconventional, cross-cultural, ours. I run my programs. He runs his empire, gradually transitioning toward legitimate business. His mother teaches me Korean cooking. I teach her African American history. We navigate cultural differences with humor and patience. A year after my escape, Jae-sung proposes, not with spectacle, but with quiet certainty. Marry me. Real partnership. Equal voices, no locked doors. I say yes. Our wedding is small, intimate, exactly what we want. My mother flies in from Atlanta, cries with relief at seeing me genuinely happy. Keisha is my maid of honor, whispering, this one's different. He sees you. She's right. Jae-sung sees me, on our honeymoon, walking a beach in Jeju Island. I think about the terrified woman who ran barefoot into the street. She was looking for escape. She found freedom, partnership, home. Regrets? Jae-sung asks, threading his fingers through mine. Only that I didn't run sooner. I lean into him. But maybe I needed that night. Needed to be desperate enough to take the risk. I'm grateful you took it. Grateful you chose yourself. I chose us. And that makes all the difference. The choosing, the freedom, the equal partnership. I'm not owned. I'm loved. I'm seen. I'm home. Not in a place, but in the space between two people who fought their way to each other and decided to stay.